A few days ago, my wife, who is German, was looking for an ironing board and found this. "Hooray!" she said, "no more ironing ever." Which is a joke, of course, and if your German is good enough, you may have spotted it already. Personally, I think that whoever wrote this probably translated it from English using a software translation tool. It's a very good example of why I think that human translators are here to stay for at least a few decades to come. If you're a native English speaker, the chances are you've probably not really given this much thought, but the phrase ironing board is actually ambiguous. It can mean a board used for ironing, but it could also mean a board which irons. Inevitably, they went for the wrong translation. Bügelndes Brett means a board which irons. What they should have said was Bügelbrett. Humans speaking English automatically select the correct meaning based mostly on real-world knowledge, something that computers don't have. We know that ironing is an activity best done with the aid of a board, and we also know that it's very unlikely that there is such a thing as a board which can do the ironing, although it would be nice. One of the features of English is that it has very few grammatical endings. You might think this makes it easier to learn, but in fact what it means is that the few grammatical endings that do exist have to perform a variety of different functions. If ironing board means a board which irons, then the word ironing is what's known as an attributive verb. This describes what the board is doing or what the board does normally, and it's used as an adjective. We can do more or less the same thing in German by taking the infinitive of a verb, adding a d, and then adding an adjectival ending. But if it means board for ironing, then ironing is a type of verbal noun used as a noun adjunct. What this means is you take the verb, add ing to it to convert it not to an adjective as before, but to a noun, and then put it next to another noun. In German, what we can do is to take the stem of the verb, that's the verb without any grammatical endings, and simply add a noun to it, creating a brand new word. So the English ing ending has several different uses, and you have to know exactly which use it's being put to in order to be able to correctly translate any given sentence. There is also a very slight difference in pronunciation. If the emphasis is on the second word, ironing board, then it is a board which irons. If it's on the first word, ironing board, then it is a board used for ironing. And you thought German was difficult? Remember, you can always send me a postcard at this address. You can also find me elsewhere on the web. Visit Rewboss.com to find out how.